thank you for bringing the at last. Hermaeus Mora reached into every mind, mortal and immortal, and erased all memory of Athelia. His work, however, was not perfect. A select few sensed that something had been taken from them, and he could not erase his own memory of what he had done. Torvasad calls Athelia the Prince of Paths, the Mistress of the Untraveled Road, the Fate Changer. Your guess about what that all means is as good as mine, Proxy. As for her fate, I imagine that secret is locked in the final glyphic. Torvasad said he was tormented by half-remembered dreams. A strange thing, as Daedra do not dream the way we mortals do. The sense of something missing drove him to search for answers. That search finally led him to Apocrypha. Torvasad is a clanless Dremora who allies himself with different Daedric princes. When we encountered him in Necrom, he was working with Vermina and Periite to uncover a secret hidden in Apocrypha. Now he recalls that he once served Athelia. Yes, the first held the secret that Hermaeus Mora erased a memory from all of Nirn and Oblivion. The second glyphic revealed the memory. There was once a Daedric prince named Athelia, a prince Torvasad served. It lies hidden in a vault in the mythos, the very heart of Apocrypha. Reaching it against Hermaeus Mora's will should be impossible, but Torvasad has already done so twice. Mora called him unseen. Somehow Torvasad eludes his gaze. Because you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora, he has chosen you to serve as champion of fate, his agent in the mortal realm and perhaps beyond. You can act in places where the one who knows cannot directly intervene, as can I. You possess a unique ability to forge your own fate. I can discern fate's threads, a gift I have now shared with you. The one who knows has need of talents such as ours. Have no fear. You help yourself by helping Mora. Torvasad's actions created no special disturbance here. I expect you will see the affected threads when we visit places where he has been active. Although I admit I am uncertain about this spell's duration or effectiveness. An Ayleid ruin? Interesting. Do you perceive the threads of fate? The threads mark Torvasad's trail. Follow them. I will search the surroundings for any other hidden signs.
Well now, perhaps my luck is changing for the better. A fellow adventurer? The name's Baragon, friend. I could use a hand. I'm on the trail of a group known as the Recollection. I'm not sure what they're after in these ruins, but I intend to find out. I don't suppose you're after them too? They're an elusive lot. Something between a secret society, a mercenary company, and a cult. I caught wind of people disappearing, and I think they're involved. If you're not after the Recollection, Why are you here? Dangerous quarry, but you look like you know what you're doing. It's strange that my pursuit of the recollection and your hunt for Torvasad led us both to these old ruins. That does give me an idea, though. I propose we work together. There are more recollection here than I care to tangle with by myself, but maybe we can get some answers together. We can figure out why they're interested in the Reliquary of Star. I overheard a recollection mage named Endigor mention a hidden shrine in the ruins. Something about a waterfall in the Flesh Gardens. Not the most pleasant appellation, but maybe we should start there. It's called the Reliquary of Stars, an old Ayleid archive of some kind. The Mages Guild researchers here say Magicka courses through the very walls. It seems to be a revival of an ancient Ayleid cult, or some kind of Ayleid-inspired military order, perhaps. There are a lot of wood elves in their ranks, I'm sorry to say. It's strange. I heard rumors about recollection groups poking around Ayleid ruins back in Westweald, and people started disappearing around the same time, including a few I happen to know. Like me? Well, I'm really retired from this adventuring nonsense. I spent years working as a scribe in Cyrodiil, dabbling in history, documents, a cipher or two. But the threat of the recollection convinced me to put down my quill. It was years ago, really. I had the itch to travel, risked my neck looking for treasure in monster-infested caves and haunted tombs. Besides, it's become a family tradition. My little sister, Everly Sharparrow, is off adventuring right now, in fact. Cracked acorns. I don't like the look of these statues. Watch your step in here, friend. Look! Is that a door behind the waterfall? The recollection is here, all right. Be ready for trouble. I can assist you. Lure them over here. Watch your step. Follow my lead.
Torvasad warned us we'd have company. Torvasad warned us you'd be coming. Though the relic he saw wasn't here,
Let
he
me
left
help.
me to deal with you.
Lure them over here.
This fight is far from over.
Follow my lead. Watch Watch your step. Over here, friend. Follow my lead. Guess I wasn't as sneaky as I thought. Must be out of practice. What's that on the floor? Looks like we found the recollection, or some of it. I didn't know Endigor well, but what I knew of him, I didn't like. A bigoted radical at best. I'm surprised he would work with any non-Bosmer at all. What's in that letter? May I see? Huh. That settles the question of whether Torvarsard and the Recollection are working together. It was no coincidence that we met here. According to the letter, they haven't found it yet, or even any leads to its whereabouts. If there's something unusual, let me see. Ah.
Goldeneyes warning was clear. This Suliark vault is no longer safe. We must move the lamp.
But where can we hide the relic?
I know a cave to the north. The lamp should be safe there, once we apply the appropriate spell.
Was that a memory from the Merethic era? Never mind that. Who's this high elf?
I am Laramel, little wood elf.
A strange vision. They were worried about the Ayleids, but there haven't been Ayleids here in centuries upon centuries. Speaking of strange, it looks like we've gained a new companion. I assume you know that high elf. I see. Well, since it looks like the Recollection is working for him, I guess I'm looking for Torvarsard now too. There are plenty of Recollections skulking about in West. Nature's luck to you too, friend. I have a feeling our paths will cross again.
Let us curious. There was a relic of Azura here. A lamp. No doubt the mages who removed it feared this place would be sacked by the Alessians. A memory preserved since the early First Era. Hermaeus Mora requires you to make that decision without his guidance, Proxy. Torvarsard disturbed fate in 3 different locations. The one who knows must have a reason. I am not sure. Reaper's March includes some of the oldest Khajiit cities and temples. They have always had a more nuanced view of Daedric powers than other cultures. I am curious. Excellent. In the interest of hastening our investigation of these perturbations, a physical translocation of... I shall open portals to see. Daedric energy lingers in this place. Tangled with threads. Follow the threads of fate, Proxy. I shall cast about for any other signs of his activity. Let the threads of fate restore your strength. Why would fate lead us to an abandoned shrine? There must be something here. Fascinating. That ancient book stirred up a memory. Use the Echenir to examine it.
The Tribunal's ordinators hold our brethren. We need the skein of secrets to free them.
But the skein is lost. We must beseech the Lady of Whispers for help.
Then let us adjourn to the secret sanctuary. The circle we stand upon is the door. We need but a single drop of blood to open it.
Nothing. Fate seems to be fighting back. I wonder how much of that is because of you.
Torvasad, talk to
Fate's chosen? How presumptuous a title Hermaeus Mora has bestowed upon you. The Prince of Fate is using you, mortal. Long ago, he and his allies inflicted a terrible wrong on my prince. How can a mere mortal understand the convolutions of oblivion? Prince Ethelia, the Prince of Paths, Mistress of the Untraveled Road, Fate Changer, the Dark Reflection, the Last Tomorrow, she who saw and wept. Moira, in his jealousy, erased her. Hermaeus Mora convinced other Daedric princes to conspire against Ethelia. He played upon their fears of the unknown. None of them understood the gift of choosing what is to be. They all turned against my prince. Revenge? No, that is for my prince to mete out. I am a scion of Ethelia, and my ancient purpose is to restore her to power. To undo what the cowardly princes did to her. And the very relics they used against Ethelia will help me find her. My father's skein of secrets. Don't bother looking. It isn't here. It seems Mephal's alien worshippers locked it away in some vault beneath Westweald long ago. No matter. The skein would help, but I'll find another way to reach my prince. And you believe, Mora? Stand aside, mortal. I will not be swayed from my purpose.
A skein of secrets, used to defeat Ethelia A skein of secrets, somehow used to defeat Ethelia long ago. I cannot help but wonder what became of it. Daedric relics have a way of causing trouble wherever they appear. Even the Echenir could be dangerous in the wrong hands. We must determine what awaits us at the final site. Twice now the threads of fate have led us to a Daedric prince's shrine. I imagine we will find a third. Good. Allow me to create another portal to speed our journey. You should be able to perceive the threads of fate here. Follow them, Proxy.
Ah, their fate. All
Audrejad saw your coming in the tides. Hermora wished this one to greet you here. So it is. Audrejad has seen Odremora, but that does not mean your quarry has not been here. There is change in the air. A change. Visit the nearby shrines of beloved John and Jod. Pay your respects. In days of old, we Khajiit would pray to the twins to bless. The shrines are here in this courtyard. Audrejad can tell. You have a long journey ahead of you, Fatewalker. You will need the blessings of the two moons. Return after you have paid your respects. You stand in the Temple of the Two Moons path. Long ago, Dune was a kingdom guided by moon priests and scholars. To this day, new mains come here to complete their journey with the Moon Hallowed and take up their sacred duties. They are followers of Molag. There was a time when Rejad would have driven them away from this place. Now, old Rejad knows it is for another to cleanse the temple. This place is just a stop along your path, Fatewalker. What you ultimately seek is not here. But do not despair. Old Rejad... The moon spirits favor you, Fateful. Yes. Though the twins remain silent, their light shines upon the path. For those who know how to see it. Audrejad understands now why the Tide Watcher... You seek an unraveling fate, yes? This one now realizes that means examining an event from long ago. Everything blessed by the Tide Watcher himself. Audrejad was never one to deal in relics of any origin. Still, if that is its purpose, then you...
The First Main has shown us a new path. This temple is to be raised. So commands Rita Ritata.
No! This shrine is under Boethra's protection. Let this serve as a warning.
Why does Boethra want this temple to remain intact, sisters?
Do not question the warrior of the East and West, my sisters. Now, back to Dokren.
Interesting. Audrejad is an expert concerning those days. The Riddle-Thar kicked sand over old beliefs. Many Khajiit turned away from Boethra. The warrior of the East and West was abandoned. Only at Dokrin Temple was her worship preserved, though the monks there fell too in time. The fate you follow was knitted there. Audrejad sees it now. Hermora wished to relive that old memory, so this one could...
As I expected, our paths have once more come together. Enter the portal, Proxy. Why would Torvasad seek out a shrine to Boethia? Wait, up above. Torvasad is here.
Ah, Mora's champions. I expected to run into you eventually. Boethia's blade, Abolisher, is mine now. The first of the 3 relics I require is in my hands. Soon, Prince Ethelia will be restored. I hope you are there to witness her glory.
A relic of Boethia? One moment, as I thought. This is about ancient relics. Torvasad believes they can lead him to Ethelia, the Forgotten Prince. But I do not yet see how he hopes to. A good question. I find it interesting that Torvasad was not satisfied with only 1 relic. He wanted to recover 3. A blade associated with Boethia. These princes are known as the Good Daedra in Dunmer tradition. Long ago, they often allied with each other to guide and protect the people of Morrowind. I doubt that is I am not sure. It might prove useful to consult with someone better versed in ancient dark elf religion than I am. Fortunately, I believe I know just the elf, our dear friend Gadain.
Laramil, you returned. But I know that look. What's wrong?
Torvasad once more moves against Apocrypha. He seeks to restore the Forgotten Prince. I'll let our friend explain.
I finally resolved to see the world beyond Necrom. With some assistance from Laramil, of course. Then Hermaeus Mora called her away again. I'm glad to see you're still... What I know about Daedric princes and relics, I learned at Laramil's side. If she doesn't know what it means, I can't add much more. The good Daedra haven't been widely worshipped in Morrowind for ages. I've never heard any such story, but Holomeon Monastery is just north of here. The monks there preserve the old Velothi traditions. If we're dealing with ancient myths about the good Daedra, they... Go on ahead. I just need a moment to confer with Laramil. We'll meet you at Holomeon shortly. We may need to convince the monks that we come in good faith. They rarely welcome... Sealed. I suppose we could knock?
We have no time for this. I shall open a portal.
No need for that. The Golden Eye foretold your coming. Welcome. Greetings,
The
champion.
Abbot.
The Golden Eye, Hermaeus Mora himself, spoke to me in a dream. He told me you were coming here. Only this once, which is why I thought it best to listen. So long as you promise not to harm any monks nor remove any tomes without permission, you may explore. I know of a few blades sacred to Boethia, but I am unfamiliar with lamps or skeins. They are not among the relics commonly associated with our ancestral spirits. However, the Holomeon library, of course. We have many volumes found nowhere else. Follow me, champion. We keep the main entrance sealed, since the more stringent ordinators consider our brethren to be heretics. I assure you, they are not. Ah, I just sent your friends to the library. It's down the stairs to your right.
Look, the Echenir has something to show us. Fate has led us true again.
Secrecy is everything. Yet, we must leave something behind in the event that we fail.
Even if we succeed, the need to act again may arise some long tomorrow from now.
Mora will not allow that to happen. But I agree. We should leave instructions here for those who come after.
That book. It is the very one those three ancient priests were handling in the memory. Those devout priests offered themselves so their princes could meet in secret. We must find the gate they used. It could be the access to Apocrypha Torvasad is seeking. Torvasad said the relics would help him find Athelia. He must believe they will lead him to a gate to Apocrypha or the final glyphic in the mythos. We need to find the gate first, but I have no idea where the Shrine of Inevitable Secrets lies. The course of fate is never that simple. Many futures branch from each choice we make. If we know too much, we risk altering our choices and changing the outcome. Therefore, Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, we are in a monastery dedicated to ancient knowledge. There must be a book or scholar here that can point the way. Abbot Andor said our coming was foretold. Perhaps the one we are meant to learn this secret from will know you as...
Well met, Sarah. We receive so few visitors here at Holomeon. I have never heard of such a shrine, but the name so...
You must be. You're a few centuries too late for that, my friend. There was once a great shrine by that name near Sadrith Moram, but it was destroyed long ago. Dragged beneath the sea by an army of Drake. Not a trace. Some legends say Hermaeus Mora angered Molag Bal and Vivek by spying on their secret liaison. As punishment, Mora's shrine was removed from this land, and no more were permitted to be built. Well, I doubt it's a literal account of events, but the end is the same. The shrine...
Curious. I sense a powerful arcane aura surrounding you. You carry something rarely seen on this mortal plane. It reeks of the black arts of... Fascinating. A relic crafted by the Golden Eye himself. Few mortals have ever laid eyes on such a thing. I can see you have been chosen by Hermaeus Mora for something special. Worship implies the subject of one's devotion desires adulation. Hermaeus Mora is beyond such vanities. I give him my respect, not my prayers. If one wishes to uncover the secrets of the plains, it is merely prudent. Ah, the fabled shrine of Anud Nabia. Some say the disaster occurred after the birth of the tribunal, but I think it happened in the Merethic era. If it still stands, it would be along the shore to the north.
I overheard your conversation, Proxy. Anud Nabia is just to the north of here. Gadain and I will meet you there. just in time. Use the Echenir and see if some lingering memory can lead us to the shrine.
The Prince of Gods caused the sea to swallow this ancient city. Hermora's temple now lies beneath the waves.
Then that is where we must go. Methala, Lady of Whispers, take this mortal shell.
I am ready.
Boethia, I call upon you. Dark warrior, let me bear you to the conclave of princes.
The priests allowed their princes to possess them and waded into the water. Huh. Obviously, Anudnabia's lost shrine sunk into the sea ages ago. A fitting end for a place dedicated to the master of the tides of fate. But that will make it. A submerged shrine calls for a powerful spell. I shall weave an arcane shield that will allow...
Look at us, strolling along the seabed like it was a street in Necron.
Stay alert and move straight ahead, both of you. And watch out for any large predatory sea life.
Up ahead, I think I see the shrine.
This is it. After you, Proxy. We are no longer unknown. Torvasad must be near. I doubt the rest of us will reach.
Boethia's blade led me to this portal. The path to the mythos. Apocrypha's heart. Only those bearing the essence of Azura, Boethia, or Mephala can access this portal. The gate recognizes Boethia's blade. Now I can return to the Mythos and find my prince at last.
A permanent portal to the Mythos. I did not know such a thing existed.
Chosen of fate, hold. We must speak. Tovazar proves surprisingly resourceful. I created this gate to admit none but the mortal vessels of my allies to Apocrypha. Yet the relic of Boethia he carries deceived my defenses. Ah, clever ploy. Tovazar has breached the Mythos, the heart of my realm. Twice before he found his way to Glyphic, holding part of the secret he seeks. Only one. I created this gate, and I command it still. Behold, this portal is opened, and will take you where Torvasad has gone. What happens next is in your hands. I dare not interfere with fate more than I have. You are the chosen of fate. This task is appointed to you, not by me, but by the demands of causality and consequence. If I try to stop Torvasad, I will fail. You, however, always have a chance. That.
The Mythos of Apocrypha. Heart of Hermaeus Mora's domain.
I remember and answer Torvasad's calls.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Cecilia's scion requires Clan Shardboard's power.
Stand close and let me shield you. Laramil's shield protects us both.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Forward, Clan Shardboard! Show them our fury!
Laramil's gift protects us both.
Feel the currents of fate flow through you.
You dare attack a servant of Princess Celia?
Shard? Who in oblivion are they?
servants, awake!
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
My apologies, Mortal. They see anyone marked by Mora as foe.
Let
I have
fate
no
bring you
time
your
to tell
vigor.
them any different.
Torvastad is worried about mortals.
Get closer to me, friend.
The current of fate shall revitalize us.
Dare oppose the forces of Miramor.
Stand
Feel
close
the
and let me
current of
see.
fate flow through you.
Laramil's gift protects us
Let
both.
fate bring you your vigor.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Get closer to me, friend.
Feel the current of fate flow through you.
It's the foundation of a fucker, my brothers and
Miramor.
The current of fate shall revitalize.
Stand close and let me shield you. Laramil's gift protects us both.
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Let fate bring you your vigor, Roxy. Corvusard. He found the last glyphic.
The last pick and the final secret. I must know what happened to
Unburden
Prince
your-
Etheria.
Defeated Prince Etheria. Now we must all forget our victory.
Forget? Why should I forget how I took this mortal shell and tracked Athelia with my skein?
Azura and I did our part with these vessels of flesh, and the land, and Abolisher.
Listen, my fellow princes. The Lord of Fate is right. Imprison Athelia in your mythos, Mora. Then erase all memory of her existence.
Imprisoned by cowards, abandoned by betrayers. But I remember, and I know how to free my prince. Sealed away, alone for millennia, I will free my prince and restore her glory.
Torvasad opened the prison.
Empty. After roaming oblivion and none for ages. Tormented by a question I could not even frame. This is my answer! I did not forget my prince! I do not understand. Where is Prince Athelia? If she escaped... No. This is no trick. Do you see? Prince Athelia has escaped. She freed herself from this prison, or was freed by some hand other than mine. Perhaps the simple act of remembering restored her power, dissolved her bonds. I do not know. Prince Athelia is the mistress of the untraveled road. She could be anywhere. Perhaps she will be drawn to places or things she knew before her craven foes locked her away. Yes, that must be right, and I know what I must do. Farewell. I still have a task to do. I need to find my prince, help her, restore her to the power that is hers by right. And there are other scions out there. I remember them, too, now. Mortal. Fate's chosen. I expect our paths will cross again.
A fate forged the moment Torvasad opened the first glyphic and began to remember. Return to the Mythos Vault, mortal. We must speak. Called the Master of the Tides of Fate. I perceive everything that may come to pass, yet I cannot select the outcomes I prefer. Choice and chance determine which possibility actually occurs. Such as this one. Athelia is free. I did not lie, chosen of fate, nor was I mistaken. I told you what you needed to know to avert catastrophe, and catastrophe has. This spire was never Athelia's prison. Being forgotten was. The moment Torvasad finally remembered his prince, its power to hold Athelia began to wane. Now, new paths form before us. Some lead to survival. Others, destruction. A question we all must ponder. Athelia and her Ilkar, unseen. I cannot perceive their actions, nor can I share what I surmise, lest I unduly affect the course of events. Take counsel.
Prince Athelia has escaped her prison, yet reality persists. And Torvasad understood events no better than we do. As I have seen time and time again, the machinations of Oblivion are far beyond mortal comprehension. So I heard, and he did not send us to pursue Torvasad. It appears that the next step we take must be our choice. We should return to Nirn, regroup, and follow the advice of the one who knows. Wait for a path to open before us. That fact has not escaped me, Proxy. Torvasad spoke of restoring his lost realm. Miramor, he called it. And he thought that Athelia would return to places that were familiar to her. I am relieved to observe the perpetuation of the macrocosm. Our reality has not unraveled yet. For now we must wait and watch. Eventually I shall notice Torvasad's passing in the threads of fate. Then I shall send for you, Proxy. For now, yes. From things Torvasad said, I expect we will find him in Westweald. I shall confer with Baragon about the area and alert you when you are needed. Thanks to you, even though Athelia is free, we still have a chance to preserve our world. Prince Athelia, the Forgotten Prince. The prince that Hermaeus Mora so feared that he imprisoned her and erased her from existence. Now she is free and Torvasad searches for her. I suspect we will see signs of their activity before too long. First, I must return Gadain to Necrom. He must watch over Morrowind in case I am wrong about Torvasad's next move. Then I shall go to Westweald, consult with Baragon, wait, observe. Eventually, Athelia's presence will disturb the threads of fate. Of course, Proxy. You are fate's chosen. Any hope we have of averting disaster rests with you. I am only here to aid you in these efforts. For now, go on with your usual activities. We shall need your strength and courage soon enough.